officially announces Devin Haney versus Regis Prograis December 9th. Regis been talking real greasy. Devin says Loma and Regis in 1 year, nobody else doing that. The cover they dropped for it, or poster they dropped for it, look like a rap album. Shit, other side of the trap. Then they posting chains. Now it's gonna be on DAZN pay-per-view December 9th. And it's hard when you a company that was sitting here, you know, your platform was built to go against pay-per-view, and then now you going on pay-per-view. That's a lot of hypocrisy with consumers, you know. But at the same time, I'll keep it real. This ain't pay-per-view worthy. Don't too many people in this world know who Regis Prograis is, and Devin Haney is a name that's on the rise. But I guess it's kind of like starting the rookie quarterback. Once you start him, you really don't want to go back. You just hope that he bump his head and he figure out, you know, you figure out the lumps himself and he able to progress. Same thing. Once these guys feel like they go to pay-per-view, even if the numbers are atrocious or they solid or they great, they feel like they can't go back. They don't want to go backwards. So once a lot of these guys make the jump to pay-per-view like Devin Haney, it's going to be hard for them to go backwards. And they going to need to promote the hell out of it because they in the pay-per-view cluster. You know PBC going to flood the streets with a bunch of pay-per-views. We already know that's the case. So, you know, you in the pay-per-view cluster. You in a pay-per-view cluster, so something to chew on for a minute. But they got to promote this, and I mean, at the end of the day, I don't know when the press conference gonna be. You know, I know Regis can talk some shit, you know, but they got to promote this, man. They be throwing stuff on pay-per-view, and the marketing be bullshit. You do a couple podcasts, and that's what they call marketing. People want a storyline. People want character. People want it to be like the soap operas or something. That's why it was so important with with 24/7 when De La Hoya and Floyd Mayweather. That was Al Heyman's idea to do that 24/7. And that was genius, because that kind of part of Floyd, it just wasn't him beating Oscar De La Hoya. He showcased his personality on there. But a lot of these guys don't have that personality. You gotta understand, guys like Floyd, a lot of us that was born in the early 90s, 80s, 70s, 60s, and on back, we was born off of wrestling, bro. So we already knew what it was. We was born off wrestling. You know, if you was born, grew up off of Eddie Murphy, Hilarious, Delusional. We grew up off of Homie the Clown. You know what I'm saying? Like, Jim Carrey playing different roles. Eddie Murphy playing different roles in movies. Living Color. We grew up in that type of era. You know what I'm saying? Saturday Night Live. It was a lot of just different colorful personalities when we was growing up, man, throughout sports. I mean, right now, man, these dudes don't have personality. Nobody's original no more. You see everybody painting their nails, putting blind parts in their hair. Remember, Diddy had all these kids wearing mohawks, and nobody's original. Nobody's a trendsetter no more. And a lot of the great trends used to come from the average Joe in the street. But they gonna have to promote this fight, because you're gonna be, 2 weeks before or after, Benavidez and Charlo. I mean, Benavidez and Andrade. Charlo and Canelo end of September. Then you go through October. I don't know what's on deck for October. I think Tim Tszyu gonna be fighting. So I don't know what October looking real light. Shakur Stevenson gonna be fighting in November. Tank Davis gonna be coming back around that time, and Spencer Crawford is gonna top it off. Pause. So they gonna have to promote this fight, bro. DAZN do a terrible job of letting people know where they can watch their product at least in America. So I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean, I don't know who idea was to put this on pay-per-view, but I'm thinking about going out there. So yeah, I'm considering going out there, bro. I'm gonna look up a plane ticket when I get back inside. I'm considering going out there, man, for that. So I never been out to the Bay Area, so that's somewhere I ain't never been. Catch a fight. For me personally, it's more about just experiencing the Bay than going to the fight. going to the fight is cherry on top, getting the interviews, hopefully get enough interviews and great interviews to, pay for the trip and make a profit. That's pretty much the goal when you go to the fights. It's pretty much, you can write all that shit off too. But it's pretty much to go out, it's to make a profit and pay for your trip and make a profit. That's the goal. And then, you want to go out there and have fun. So that's when they be having shit out in Minnesota or little towns that don't nobody want to go to. They don't go. Because they know ain't nobody going to be there. The interviews ain't going to pay for the trip. So I go out there, I'm going to take a loss. But the channels that got to go out to Minnesota and to the smaller shows are the channels that's trying to build the rapport with the media and the PBC or Top Rank and Matchroom. Build that rapport with them so then they can, elevate them to getting into the bigger fight. So that's what that's really about. But nonetheless, it's a good fight. It's a real good fight. I mean, I think people last performance that Zentolio dude did got people thinking that Regis sweet, like a starburst. So, Regis is talking greasy, said he gonna hurt him. It's gonna be easy. It's gonna be a massacre. And he got short arms and shit like that. But with Devin Haney Devin Haney got real danger coming in. His number one thing is he got to control the distance. He got to get Regis respect and control that distance. And if he don't get Regis respect and control that distance, it's going to be he going to get knocked out. Or he going to get hurt. And if I'm Regis Prograis, he can get in a lot of trouble in this fight being overconfident, seeing, he ain't got a chin, so all I got to do is touch that chin. If he come in there looking for one or two big shots and not setting his shots up, he gonna get outboxed. And once a boxer get in a groove and get in a rhythm, it's hard to break that rhythm. Because Regis is very repetitive in what he do. He do the same shit over and over again. So if I'm Regis Prograis in this fight, I think I just take the approach of breaking him down. Touching him to the body, jabbing, going to his body, breaking the body down, walking him down with smart pressure, touching the body, hitting the hip, hitting the shoulders, hitting the elbows. Then, I start going to work upstairs. But if you come out there thinking that he just going to walk through him, looking for one or two big shots, and he might find this, he might get knocked out. He might get knocked out doing that. Because the shots that you don't see coming, especially he been at the weight a long time, he drained, he an older fighter trying to make a weight that he should have been elevated at, there's a danger in his body failing him. And that's any time you start talking about a fighter, creeping up over 30. He take punishment, the running, the jogging, the swimming, and then on top of that, he had a weight that he naturally shouldn't be at. So he's at a weight that he naturally shouldn't be at. So there's a danger there. But if I'm Devin Haney, I take the same approach that Jermell Charlo should take with Canelo. I press him. I don't even let him get on the front foot. I press him with smart pressure. When he jump in, I'm looking to counter him with a left hook. I'm looking to turn him all night. I'm looking to step to him. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking to stay right on top. I'm not letting him get on the front foot. I know he got to be planted to throw the bombs. But anytime he get his feet set, I'm moving him off the spot, or I'm feinting him, or I'm being first. I'm keeping him on his heels. See, when you got dudes that like to be on the front foot, they gotta have their feet planted. Why would I continue to move backwards? That allows them to plant their feet when they want to. Even though you dictating and they got to cut the ring off on you, but I'm backing myself into a corner. But if I'm on the front foot and I'm dictating the foot movement, I'll keep him on his back foot, you know what I'm saying? And then I still can move him off the spot and make him pick up his feet. I'm controlling it. But if I'm boxing on the back foot, you know what I'm saying? What happened if he cut the ring and pin me in the corner, then he go to work. But if I'm on the front foot, I'm dictating his movement. When I throw a punch, he got to block, slip, or he got to choose to eat it to get one. When I feint, he got to bite on it. But if he coming forward, I can't generate as much power. And now it look like he in control. He moving where I want him to move at. Especially if he cut the ring off, then it's bam, bam, then he going to work. But if I'm in his face, he's less likely to take a chance to the body. You know what I'm saying? He got to deal with my length while I'm coming at him. He got to deal with it. He got to find a way to get around my length. And if he jump in, guess what? you know, I'm a side. He jump in reckless. I'm a counter him, or I'm a check hook him, or I'm gonna get out of there and turn him. That's the thing about everybody think when you boxing, you moving, man, you exerting energy. You know? So I think he should stay right in his face, push him backwards, use his length on him, you know, feint him, keep him gunshot. And when Regis throw, I would just throw that. It's the same thing with Canelo. He like to load up on his shots. So I just throw a jab to break it up every time. I throw up jab, double jab, spear jab, power jab. I bring every jab imaginable, counter jab, every jab imaginable. I throw that jab to break his rhythm. That's what I'll be working on, throwing that jab to break his rhythm. Every time when he punch, he kind of got like a little hesitation, then he punch. So when he about to punch, he load up, then I just throw that jab to break that up. Kind of that, I would throw every jab. I throw that Gennady Golovkin piston-like jab. I throw the Golovkin power jab. I throw the Crawford power jab. You know what I'm saying? I just keep him guessing. So he don't know what jab gonna come. So when he feel like he could take my little pepper and jab, and he about to load up and just take a chance, then I just step in with a power jab. That jab is gonna be the key for him winning that fight, and his posturing, you know, his positioning. And that's, I think, sitting right in front of his face, making him miss, and you let Regis get on the front foot, you know, he dangerous, you know. But I think Regis might be a little bit overconfident coming into this fight, just in my opinion. So let me know what you girls and guys think. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. The subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance, get notifications. We go live or drop video. Financially, want to support the channel? Cash App, $, CJ Good 313. Venmo, CJ Good 313. PayPal link in the description. Hit the link tree. Find me on Twitter, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal. Appreciate the love of support. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Peace.